Hi everybody, welcome back to another video. In today's video I have a little tutorial for you. This is in collaboration with BeeBeeCraft, where I hauled these beads. I just put them in my own containers so they're easier to use for me. But it came with all these pretty colors. These are approximately 4mm bead, and please excuse my voice, I am sick right now, so hopefully you see this video, because if you do, the video worked out good enough for me. But these are what I'm going to show you, how I made these little mini flower charms. So pretty. I made these a couple weeks ago, just testing out if I could do it. And I think they turned out really cute, and I just keep them. I made this little pouch from a die that I have been holding them in. So what I use is this. It's basically like a fishing line. Fishing wire would work just as well. Line, whatever you want to call it. And I would say approximately, I don't know, 12 inches to give you lots of room to work with. So I just kind of eyeball how much I get. Then I'm going to pick my colors and I will be right back. Okay, I decided to go with pink and white for the center. So first you're going to take, the pink is the petals. So we're going to put 5 of those on here. You're going to use 6 pink beads if you're doing the 4mm size. This may vary if you're using different sizes, but typically, you know, when you're drawing a flower even, you're probably going to do 5 or 6 petals. The one thing I would say is, not even just with the BeeBeeCraft beads, but just any seed beads, you might notice that they're not perfectly sized. Sometimes that might affect the shape of your flower, but anyways, we've got 5 beads on your strand. Okay. Now you're going to put the 2 ends together, hold those together, and on both ends you're going to put your white bead. Okay? So that kind of links them together. And you're going to pull it down, you know, within a couple inches of the beads. So you've got a shape that looks like this. This is kind of hard to see because we're using fishing line, but once you've done this, you're going to flip it over. Okay? So it kind of looks like a heart. You can kind of see that. So the strings are like this. So you're just kind of like flipping this piece to go upside down. And what you're going to do is you're going to take one of your strings, you're going to skip the center. So, you know, in 5 there's going to be 2 on one side, 2 on the other, and then 1 in the middle. You're going to take one end of the string and put it through 2. This is really hard to do on camera. And I can link the video too that I used as a tutorial, or to learn how to do this. I feel like she explains it better, but you'll do that, and then you do the same thing on the opposite side. You skip that center one and you put it through the 2 on the end. And 2. And pull it. So you see you've got this kind of shape now. It almost looks like a flower, but not quite. So that's where our last bead comes in. So we're going to take that. Now this is going to work different. So we got these 2 ends. Basically, you're going to put your bead into one side. It doesn't matter which side, because you've got the bead going this way. You're going to take the other end over here, and you're going to go through the bead in the opposite direction. So like that. Let's see. My hands are so shaky. Okay, so you see we have it like this. And then we're just gonna pull. Okay, so now we've got our flower shape. So the last thing that, well, not the last thing. So next thing that we're gonna do is where this string comes, we're gonna rethread it through 3 beads. 1, 2, 3. So essentially the you're going to do it on the other side, and it's going to come out to that same last bead as the other side. So we're going to do 3 beads again. 1. This just kind of reinforces your beads. Make sure they're nice and tight in there. So we got 1 more bead. And once you get into a swing of it, these come together so fast, and I think they're so cute and such a cute charm that you're not going to be able to buy. Like, you can buy, maybe they sell stuff like this, you know, AliExpress or something, but it's handmade. It's a handmade charm. So I just think that adds a little extra cuteness to your happy mail, and I am really struggling with doing this, so let me focus for a second. Okay, so this last bead, you see we got it again, 1 going through each side, and I'm just gonna tighten it up. Don't pull too tight that you're gonna break your string, but you want it snug. So the last thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna knot it. So once you are tightening the knot, you want to try to push the string towards the back so that the knot kind of sits on the back side of the flower. And you just want to do that a couple of times. This is also an area where you can take maybe some nail polish or some super glue, even some nail glue, to really secure that string. I did do that with a couple of mine, just used a little bit of nail glue. But once you tie those strings, you can glue it or not. It's not always necessary, but it's definitely a great way to know that your string's not going to go anywhere. But you're just going to trim off the excess, and now you have your flower. And then once I have my flower shape, I go in with my my jump rings. This is one that I just got from AliExpress a long time ago, and I go with this 3rd size. I think it works the best. This part, if you struggle with working with tiny things, this can be kind of hard, but even with how shaky I am, I am able to do it, so it just takes some patience. But there's no specific one. I just pick one that I think the jump ring will fit the best into. I do usually try to pick all the beads that have the same size, but I just wanted to show that it really doesn't matter. Every flower is different, so why can't your beaded charms be different? So that just fit in there perfectly. Let me just make sure that's nice and secure. Okay, so there you go. You have your charm that you can put on your dangles or whatever. You could even just add it into a little mix of wire wrap beads, and you've made your own little charm to share with your crafty friends. I think it turned out really cute. If you need me to slow this down, I will try, but I think I will, if I can find it, I'll try to link the video too that I followed. to learn how to do this. I pretty much just searched beaded flower charm or beaded flower earring. You'll get all kinds of variations, but I went with one that just had the flower. But that is how you make this. Again, I got the beads from BeeBeeCraft. They are great beads. They turn out so cute. So I'll definitely have the link listed below for these beads as well. It's a really great deal. And you get all of the pretty pastel colors to make all these really pretty daisy charms. So that is all I have for you today. So thank you so much for watching, and until next time, happy crafting!